And there is the notification, so I think we're good to go. Back with the torch only challenge. Also, I want to test something real quick. If I have the knife in my offhand, no. Swapping that hand does not make that the Ash of War. Would have been nice to have that happen. Okay, so I should mention some things that I did off stream. Pretty straightforward. I went out and tracked down a couple of pots, like cracked pots that I hadn't purchased yet. And as you can tell by my melted mushroom count there, I have a lot of those now. Which should be nice. It'll give me an extra option. Also, I think I'm just going to force myself to try and be better at keeping track of what's on my X button. And it's less of an issue now that I'm no longer running short on oil pots. There are a couple of things that we want to do. I've gone ahead and looked at the bosses that we still have to do in Caelid and Dragonbarrow. And I've kind of tried to zero in on which of them are the most difficult ones so that we can save them for the end, following the strategy that we've been going with the entire time. And from what I can see, the really difficult ones in Dragonbarrow are the Godskin Apostle, the Blackblade Kindred right here outside of Geraint's Sanctum, and the Bell-Bearing Hunter at the Isolated Merchant's Shack. And then in Caelid, overall it's a bit easier, but the Deathrite Burb and the Crucible Misbegotten duo are both still pretty scary. That said, we're going to visit a few locations that we haven't gone to previously. Because there are goodies there. Okay, looks like... looks like it is important to approach that from the bottom. Fine. You know, come to think that I should have checked around the other side of the Sanctum, because I really don't know what the correct approach is for this. There's a useful defensive talisman behind the Bestial Sanctum. Okay, yeah. I'm done. So yeah, once we've done some searching around, track down useful items. So we're starting with this talisman, but after we've gotten it, the main priority will be the Celia Crystal Tunnel, because that is where most of the useful smithing stones in this area are going to be. Oh, right, you have to parkour down some roots to get this one. Gonna be one of those days with the mic, isn't it? Okay. Let's see if I can remember where this talisman is. I think it might be on that one. Of course, it might also be further down. Because I've gone and gotten this thing like once. Starting to think that it might be farther down. And that's not something that I really relish doing because, well, there are bats all over the place farther down. And that means that we have to deal with the bats. Soft cotton. That is not a talisman. Gotta love audio glitches. Is this it? Or is this the Syncadia? Nope, that's it. I want to double check, because there are a surprising number of somewhat useful talismans around. Right, the Star Scourge Heirloom, and the Great Jar's Arsenal. Let's go grab the Star Scourge Heirloom. Although, admittedly, that's going to be a long trek. I wonder what's in that place blocked by the imp statue. I can't remember. It's like an Ash of War or something? Or a bell bearing? I know it's not armor, because I've looked around at the armor that's available in Caelid. And I know it's not a boss. because I've looked very extensively at the bosses in Caelid. Ah, here's the Site of Grace that I absolutely should have gotten beforehand. When I was coming by this way to pick up Flame Grant Me Strength. And there's the Cragblade Scarab running around invisible. Hello, Redmane Knight. I've killed that specific Redmane Knight so many times because he drops the... He has a chance to drop the Great Shield that Redmane Knights carry. Dang it, no helmet. Oh. I can't remember what's up here. Also, it's kind of funny, for the longest time, I thought that this was the location of the second half of the Dectus Medallion because it's visible from Fort Height. But then you get up here to the top and it's just this. I can't remember where this takes me. Oh, right. So, the trebuchet are probably about to start firing at us. But we'll grab this Site of Grace right here because it's handy for some future use. Redmane Castle there is also very important. Not only is it how we access the General Radon fight, but there are a handful of nice smithing stones in it. All right. Great Jar Trial. thought I was in the right spot. Alright, time to very possibly spike our death count again. I don't think it's possible for those golems to hit these guys. I could be wrong. I'm trying to convince him to do some different movements rather than just running into that. There we go. There we go. See, if I use my Flame Breath ability, they have a tendency to start rolling in order to dodge it, because their AI sees projectiles and says, oh no, projectiles, time to roll. There we go. Oh my gosh, that was close. Yeah, if they were just a little bit more capable of figuring out how to get on top of that rock, instead of constantly attempting to pathfind around it. Well, you were on the right track there. Jump attack will get you up here. here, Rafkin. Oh my gosh, I'm stupid. Alright, gotta do it again. I should probably just fight these guys legit, but I'm carrying a frickin' torch. Nah, I was getting reckless trying to get him to change strategies. Also, I had no idea that he could just straight up one-shot me with that. I don't think I have a use for this gravelstone, but why not, am I right? Alright. Let's try from this guy. Oh, and now suddenly you know how to do that. Dude woke up and chose cooperation. Welcome to the stream, B. You want to do a jump attack? Yeah. There. Nice. Okay, we got our talisman. It cost us a death, which is annoying, but we can deal with it. Now, I think the play is to come up here, make our way down the hill to Celia. Oh, except hang on. There's a merchant somewhere around here, I think, who we can buy another pot from. And, well, we've got this handful of runes that we don't really have a use for, so why not? Before we start doing stuff that will get us real runes.
Welcome, dear customer. Yes, right. Well, are you please? I'm hungry.
Are you not the one with the pot? Is it the other guy? Okay. Never mind, you're useless.
Trade again?
Oh, I already bought this guy's cracked pot. Okay. Well, time to take the dangerous approach to Celia since we're already over here. You see that troll up on the cliff there? He's going to throw giant pots at us. They do a lot of damage. If they hit, which obviously is a big if, since he kind of just didn't really even throw them at us. Oh, there's a message here? Huh. Like, I know Gowry's up here. I already was planning on stopping by eventually, but...
Oh, I'd hoped a strap-owned fair should you I would teach. Ah, I need your name resting the rotting when the earth administer for this. Seek the needle. First, it's hidden somewhere. Then I was secret.
I wasn't planning on going straight to Gowry's shack because, well... we can't really do anything for him until we get the needle. And that's in a boss fight that I'm kind of hoping to hold off on for the moment. It's not the hardest fight, but it's also not the easiest, just because the boss has summons. Yeah, Celia, the town of sorcery and invisible spellcasters. And Gowry's first reward is giving us a hint about the town of Celia and how to advance its puzzle. But since I already know how to do that, we're going to go ahead and do that first. Because there are a couple of items that might be useful in here. Now, if only I had the locations of all the seals memorized, that would actually be a lot more useful. Because it's pretty easy to find your way to the torches that you have to light in order to break the seals, but remembering where all of the seals are is kind of a pain, and I really only know 2 of them. I think this is one of the seals. Okay, we got our Spelldrake Talisman. But now I have to find my way back onto the roofs. Guys, could you not? Stop shooting my dog. Okay, so that's cleared all of the seals, one of which is meant to allow us to go up the hill. I'm really surprised I didn't die there. I think this is one of them. Could you guys stop, please? I'm not even sure you're actually alive, so you're just kind of spamming to protect a ghost town. I don't even remember what... Jeez. Okay. And yes, I absolutely should have equipped the... Oh, right, there's a painting there. Ah, well, Actually, is that painting where I get the... how I get the invisibility spell? Because if so, it might be worth grabbing. Give me one sec. Unseen form. Obtained. Oh, unseen form is from the Mirage Rise puzzle, right? Oh, welcome to the stream, Lastborn. Thank you for the hydrate. Sorry, I didn't see that message when it initially happened. But we have cleared everything around Celia, so now I think the plan is to visit the Celia Crystal Tunnel up here. And the way that we're going to do that is by warping back to Limgrave. Yeah, I can't remember how we actually walk up to the Celia Crystal Tunnel. But there's a handy little trick over here, which I tend to use, which I think Thingfishy still uses at the start of his guide. Is this location? I don't think so. I think this is where you get the Twin Blade. What's up, guys? Don't mind me. I tried to jump over the chest. If you manage to, the rats kind of get stuck on the other side, and they don't bite you, which is important if you're doing that naked at level 1. So yeah, thanks to that. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's another death. It confused me because he doesn't normally jump off of the top of the shack that we're on. Also, those guys just hit really hard. What's funny is we actually have a decent setup for fighting the Kindred of Rot. We're doing fire damage, which is a big weakness given they are bugs. I'm probably going to mainly clear out this dungeon. I'll leave people alone if I can get away with it, but if I can't... Oh, did I pick up his item? I guess I did. Mainly if they're right next to something that I want to pick up. A lot of these guys will aggro as soon as you pick up whatever they're currently mining. Which is kind of a cool effect, but also kind of annoying for trying to avoid just killing everything. What's this again? Cuckoo Glintstone, right. Oh. And I don't know why I'm opening this. I knew exactly what spell that was in that chest, and it's pretty much never worth going for that chest unless you're specifically doing an intelligence build where you plan to use that spell. Okay. Still, this is a really good place for picking up smithing stones. We've gotten quite a few smithing 5s. I think we've gotten all of the ones from that area. Okay, well, we've gotten up to 10. We've gotten 10 smithing stone 5s, which I think is enough to get us through our smithing 5 needs for this torch, anyway. And now to face a pretty scary boss. I always struggle against these guys for some reason. Also, my game always lags when I fight these guys. Oh my gosh, I thought I had outspaced that. There we go. 5 smithing 7s are what we get there. And we get the first somber stone bell bearing. Which is nice, but far less useful when you realize that you always have infinite somber 1 and 2s from EG. Dang, not even enough to get the level up. Speaking of EG, now that we've got all of those smithing 5s, we can head back and get a couple more upgrades on our current torch. I promise we will get more torches semi-soonish.
Lies, grannies, they would always and lady lies, but none of us promised to look the man. I take it well. After years, I going underground, lies, to be honest.
Hang on. Really? I still don't have a somber 5? Okay then. Really thought I would by now, but... Anyway. That's another boss off the list as well. So then the question becomes who we're going after next. Oh right, it's opening to Liurnia because that's where I am currently. Yeah, let's head for the jail cave. Or, I'm kind of tempted to go after Radon, to be honest. He's not easy by any means, but... I can't remember if this is the right entrance for this one. It's weird. This is like one of the only places. There's, I think, one cave in the game with 2 entrances. One of them is blocked from the start. Well, I guess there are a couple others, but most of the time with those, you can't approach from both sides. But there is one cave in Caelid that has 2 entrances, both of which you can reach right at the start, even if you can't go out both ways. Now that I think about it, maybe this is that, because I don't know if there's another way out of this one. Okay, hang on. Gale Tunnel. Oh yay, this one ends in a magma worm. Okay, this is the one that I'm thinking of. Some smithing stone 4s, a somber 2 and a somber 4. There's a gold pickled foulfoot somewhere in here. Yeah, it looks like nothing really essential other than Bye, guys. Oh wow, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. For some reason, I remember that tunnel being a lot harder. Also, you can meet Alex here, as he's trying to get into Caelid through this, but the tunnel is blocked up. But we've kind of progressed his quest too much by doing other stuff to get to meet him here. He's got some fun dialogue if you walk out in front of him. Anyway, let's fight another magma worm. I don't know why I wasted an oil pot on an enemy that is straight up immune to fire damage. Oh, I did lose my flask. Also, I don't know why he hasn't phase transitioned. Is that a Makar exclusive thing? Well, anyway. That went pretty well, I'd say. Who is next? Oh, right, the Gale Tunnel is below Fort Gale. That's what I'm thinking of. You know what, though? I might go after the dual Mad Pumpkin heads first. Because they're pretty easy, and I'd kind of like to pick up some cheap XP to... Oh, wait, I can level up. Ah, well, the dual Mad Pumpkin heads are still going to be pretty easy. I wish we got their weapons. Like, honestly, the flaming club that guy carries would be so frickin' sweet. This is just, this is the Visage Great Shield, isn't it? Yeah, the Visage Shield. Okay. Well, that's that taken care of. And I guess we'll approach the jail tunnel from the south. Oh, I forgot to put on the gold scarab for a boss fight that gives like 7,000 runes. I may never financially recover from this. No, honestly, I like being in the habit of putting on the gold scarab, even on boss fights where I don't really need to. I will say, if you're ever running an arcane build, and you want to pick up an early game weapon that just has good damage without relying on status build-up, the reward at the end of this cave is a really good one to have. I don't actually recommend doing this cave, though, because there's a really easy skip to get it. Ooh, Rune Arc. You know what, for the moment, I think I'm gonna kind of stick to the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman. I think it's just a generally good one to have on. Also, I just realized I should check what is in this cave. See if there's anything I want to keep an eye out for. Okay. There's a Somber 5. I should probably try to pick that up. Other than that, the only thing I'm seeing here that we really care about is the Stone Sword key, since we already grabbed the Rune Arc there. Really, it doesn't even say... Dang it. Okay. Well, this one starts off pretty straightforward and kind of non-threatening, but it does manage to become one of the creepiest locations in the game. Well, no, it starts off creepy as well. Oh, right, this is a thing. Yeah. This truly is a thing. Oh, hi, vulgar militiaman. rude. Bye, guys. Okay, where's the lever I've got to pull? Oh, nice. That was the smithing 5. There we are. So this path wasn't open until we pulled that lever. And now... Goodbye. So yeah, the main reward of this dungeon is this item, the Regalia of Ohid. But you can pretty easily do some parkour up the cliffs here with Torrent in order to get it without ever entering the dungeon. And even if you're doing region lock, like, you don't leave Limgrave while doing that. We're in Limgrave right now. It's just fun. And it is a good weapon for the early game if you're running Arcane and you want something with pure damage in case you're fighting enemies that can't be statused. Okay, let's see here. Double watchdogs in the minor Erdtree catacombs up there. I never actually did those. I don't even know where the Caelid catacombs are. Gonna be honest here. Hang on. Yeah, those are the minor Erdtree catacombs. I have no clue where the Caelid catacombs are. Maybe they were like right here. I think I looked it up at some point. I think possibly somewhere down there. There's the Celia hideaway, which shouldn't be that bad. I should probably also use a rune arc, but I'm not doing anything right now where I really feel like I need one. At the same time, that's kind of a bad mindset to get into. You know what? Minor Erdtree catacombs it is. Let's take on the double burial watchdog. I'm trying to encourage myself to make use of my rune arcs because they will make portions of this game easier. What's my physic right now? Yeah, that works. Minor Erdtree Catacombs. Just a bunch of ghost gloveworts and the wolf head, which does give some extra endurance. Okay, it looks like we should pass the wolf head just by progressing through the dungeon, so might as well just dive in. Huh. Wait, is this that one? Yes, it is. Oh, I remember this dungeon. No, this was actually one of the first times that I really felt like they were giving me some cool puzzles in the dungeons. Okay, well, obviously there are going to be some imps in this room. Oh, there are crabs. I didn't mean to do that. Welcome to the stream, Evelyn. Glad to have you here. Was there a reason for me to come back up here? Not much. We are going through a catacomb. Okay, I'm not about to punch him. Yeah, I remember you. We're a bit farther into the game than when you were here last. So you can see by the counter up at the top, we have picked up a few bosses. I think this is the way to the end. Okay, apparently I should have gone a different way down here then. Oh no. I haven't found the lever. I'm doing alright. I meant to get started streaming today like an hour earlier than I did, because I got off work early, but then I got distracted playing some Binding of Isaac on a run where I managed to build up some stupidly high damage numbers. How about you? What you been up to? Okay, so clearly Clearly the lever is somewhere down this way. You just got off work? Nice. Thanks. There's the lever. Okay, we're gonna ignore the imps. Dang, that stung me hard. I should be good with these supplies for the double watchdog. As long as I'm smart and blitz one of them down reasonably quickly. Okay, well, there goes that plan. Jeez. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Dang it, I ran out of heals. I should have played that more patiently. Okay. Well, rip Rune Arc, and there is death number 20. What? okay, we're running. Okay. Now we should be pretty chill. There. Oh, hey, Mad Pumpkinhead Ashes. Fun fact, there's a really easy way to cheese that fight. If I had gone into my inventory here and pulled out crystal darts, these things, cause golems, basically any stone life forms, to glitch out and start attacking things at random. So if you go into a room with multiple watchdogs, for example, and pelt a couple of them with crystal darts, they'll start attacking each other. And that's almost the intended way, I think, to kill them. Because otherwise the fights are just so annoying. You know what, let's just keep investing in vigor. Let's see if we can push it to 40 sooner rather than later. Okay, thank you. Oh, we could totally do the Nox Monk and Swordstress basically any time, but I might save that for when I just want to round off some runes. I kind of want to check where the Caelid catacombs are. Caelid catacombs, okay, far south of the far south in Caelid. Bunch of glovewort, some random ashes. Alright, so that's going to be another one where our only goal, I think we want to aim for that, is to forgot to close the menu. And managed to accidentally take a screenshot. It's another one where our only goal is to reach and kill the boss. There's nothing else in the dungeon that we need to worry ourselves about. What's up, guys? Have fun fighting the doggos. Hello, Mr. Dog. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you. Sorry, I don't have time to pet you right now. Look, I know you want me to... Oh, no, that's the bird. That's not the dog. I don't know if the bird wants me to pet them. Look, if I stopped to pet every single dog in the game, well, that would be a completely different run that I have considered doing. There are like 16 bosses in the game that could technically be considered dogs, and I have in the past looked into what it would take to pet every dog in the game. But that's not our goal today. And It also wasn't looking like that interesting of a run. Hey there, skeletons. Okay, so obviously I've missed something. Let's use Margit's Shackle in case there are some illusory walls that I... Oh, wait. Never mind, I have missed nothing, and that may be the simplest dungeon I've ever seen. I didn't even have a clue how simple that was going to be. Oh my gosh, I forgot the Golden Scarab again. Honestly, Sanitary Shades are pretty frail, but they are annoying to try and hit. They're glass cannons. They can build up bleed and just direct damage really fast, but they also die so fast. Kinda nuts. There's a part of me that wants to go to Redmain still, but let's go after Commander O'Neill. He's not going to be easy, but he should be doable. Especially if I just bait him to leave behind his goons. There's the site of grace. Oh my gosh, really? Hang on, we're starting this fight over. I don't know how I managed to aggro the Clean Rot Knight over there, but that was gonna get annoying if they kept participating. Nice. Thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. That honestly went better than I could have expected. The fact that I stunned him right before his phase transition, so he was so deep into phase 2 before he summoned again, was really nice. Okay, let's go and take out the Nox, Priest, and Swordstress. That'll give us the runes to round off a level without risking much of anything, to be honest, because these are some... These guys are pretty easy. Nah. Dang it. I was in the middle of an animation and I couldn't change talismans. No, I've done worse in Elden Ring before, by far. Honestly, half the reason that I'm doing this is just to prep for when I eventually try to clear the DLC at level 1. Which is something that I've been trying to get around to, but just really haven't had the time for, especially with how difficult some of the bosses in there are. I think Knight's Cavalry, and then Radon, and I might visit a couple of places in Dragon Barrow before going for the Celio Hideaway, but then again, they're not that difficult. Yeah, let's go for Knight's Cavalry, and then Radon. I'll figure out the rest after. Torches aren't the best weapon by any stretch of the imagination, but they have a couple of advantages that make them fully usable, if nothing else. The simplest one is the fact that they sometimes make enemies flinch due to fire, but not all of them deal fire damage. However, all of them deal strike damage, and fire and strike are arguably the two best types to have access to in the game. Oh, what the? No, I wanted this guy. Dang it. There we go. Jeez. The only thing I really dislike about Knights Cavalry are the fact that they just seem so confused all the time. Like, they don't seem as though they know how to hit you. They really don't. Which means they spend half the fight running around trying to find some place where their AI thinks it can hit you before bothering to attack. Anyway, because we've progressed Ronnie's quest to a certain point, so there are two ways to unlock that warp gate. You either progress Ronnie's quest, so it's time for the festival, or you access the Altus Plateau, which also makes it time for the festival. Now I'm going to shut up so that y'all can hear what the other characters are saying.
Ah, there you are. Took your sweet time.
Rude,
The players are all
Blythe.
made up. I'm waiting for the curtain. Let's give them a show to remember, eh? Just don't you go dying on me. For Ronnie's sake, too.
Oh, fine. I can't stay mad at you, Blythe. I'm not going to use a foul foot for Radon. Oh, that's right. I've put it on my quick access bar there. I need to remember that.
Champions! Welcome! The stars have aligned. The festival is nigh. General Radon, mightiest demigod of the Shattering, awaits you. Champions, prepare for battle. Defeat the general, claim glory, and grab that great rune. A celebration of war. The Radon Festival!
Ah, you came. How delightful. Indeed, I thought I might find you here. By the by, do you know for whom this festival is being held? Well, it is none other than General Radon himself. To think, I could face a great champion of the Shattering, a demigod in the flesh. Oh, God. In truth, I quiver at the thought. Such is his frightful repute. But the fear simply assures me the ordeal is worth undertaking. Be sure to get a good vantage, my friend. I, Iron Fist Alexander, do hereby vow to unflinchingly brave this ordeal.
So, before we go in here, take a look at Alexander's model. Just get kind of familiar with it. it changes permanently after this fight in a really cool way that's not that hidden, but is worth knowing about. I think I'm going to slightly redo my kit. I have a feeling getting charged attacks will be kind of tricky in a lot of situations here. Yeah, there are only a couple of attacks against Radon where we'll have a clear shot to get a charge attack, and even then it can be kind of hard to hit him. His hitboxes can be a bit all over the place. I don't know why the lighting for this get-together is burning people, but...
Champions!
Anyway.
Welcome! The stars have aligned! The festival is nigh!
Are you good and prepared, young chum?
The festival begins.
Before we begin, allow me to paint you the full picture.
Hey, Leonard. It's the horse, by the way.
General Radon is cursed ever to wander. Eaten from the inside by Malenia's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone. Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog. Howling at the sky. But now, we must make merry.
O gathering of champions! The revels begin! The celebration of war! The Radon Festival!
Nice. I probably should have gone into Castle Redmane and picked up a couple of those smithing sixes that are around the castle before doing this so that I could get one more upgrade, but oh well. There's one. I don't suppose I already had another. No. Alright, I'm gonna be dialed in for a minute here, so if I don't talk, that's why. I'll get any notifications and messages after the fight. You get iframes when you mount Torrent. When you mount and dismount Torrent, you get invincibility frames, and it's some of the most invincibility frames in the game, which makes it by far the easiest way to dodge some of his stupider attacks. Oh, that felt good, though. I was dialed in there for almost all of it. There was like one part where I was being kind of stupid. But for most of that fight, I was so frickin' dialed in. Oh, that felt good. Swawet. Thank you, I agree. It was pretty swawet. And what just happened there was that a crater about 100 feet across was blasted into the middle of Limgrave. For the record, as far as the base game is considered, this is my favorite fight. This is my favorite boss fight in the base game. Because what you can do, especially if you're playing more casually, if you're not doing a challenge run, so you're allowing summons and stuff, is there are summon signs from like 9 different NPCs or something all over the battlefield. You can just summon all of them and have them all help you swarm General Radahn. And if they die, you can re-summon them, or you can do kind of a last man standing deal. It's so frickin' satisfying. As it is, so for example, in my first playthrough, I didn't realize that you could re-summon them, so I summoned all of them, they all died gradually, and phase 2 was just me versus Radahn. It was so cool.
Good. I was waiting for you. What a sick way to fight, eh? The glory of the clash is shared. By Radahn. And you. And did you see that afterwards? Falling star right before our eyes. I can't fathom how Radahn was holding back something of that scale. He was a living legend if ever I saw one. And the path has now been cleared. To Nokron, where Ranni's fate will be decided. Let's meet where the falling star bit the earth. We'll take up our swords once more. For Mistress Ranni.
So, yeah. Story-wise, what happened there? Since I realize it can be a bit confusing. General Radahn's title is Star Scourge. He learned gravity magic so that he would never have to abandon his favorite horse, despite the fact that he kept growing far beyond the point where his horse could support him. That's how I know his horse's name is Leonard. That's what he's called in the game's code. So yeah, Leonard is kind of just a scrawny horse, and if you watch during the fight, Radahn isn't sitting on Leonard, he's floating above him. Radahn literally doesn't have feet as well, presumably because he kind of just scraped them off through years of suffering from the Scarlet Rot. But the dude learned gravity magic in order to be able to keep riding his favorite horse. And eventually, he gained the power to hold back deadly interstellar beings that were hurtling on asteroids toward the lands between. So when we killed him, one of those meteorites crashed into Limgrave. And now, if you notice Alex's model, he
hello
is
there.
covered in cracks.
It was a battle marvelously fought. You are well and truly a champion, friend. I, on the other hand, am nothing but a crock. One hit was all it took to crack me, and for my insides to come spilling out. After that, I hid like a coward. And as such, I can hardly stand to face one such as you. But don't you think I've given up just yet. As luck would have it, there's a veritable mountain of warriors' bodies right here. If I can just squeeze this bunch down inside me, I'll be a mighty warrior again in no time. And you know, the bodies found here are exceedingly fine. Who could expect any less from the very warriors who fought in the Shattering? The greatest of all wars. Just you wait and see, friend. I'll grow even stronger. Just you wait when next we meet. The bodies found here are exceedingly fine. Who could expect any less from the very warriors who fought in the Shattering? The greatest of all wars. Just you wait and see, friend. I'll grow even. Just you wait.
You know, I never picked up on it, but a lot of these swords that are buried in the sand here are similar in shape to Radahn's sword, which means they're the swords wielded by his faithful Redmane soldiers. We get to meet one of them later in the game, specifically in the DLC. And now, I want to head to the Table of Lost Grace. Because we finally have something that I want to pick up from Enya. See, as we defeat bosses, we unlock their gear, and one of the helmets that I noticed would be kind of fitting for our character is Radahn's lion helm. I also want his pants. There you go, Elmo. Looking good. Honestly, you look kind of comical with that chest piece, but don't worry. Give it time. We'll be able to afford the correct helm for you. I should probably have just teleported back into Castle Redmane. Yeah, there's the triple crystallion. There are several enemies in Farum that would have been easier to kill than that. Also, I'm surprised I still haven't gotten around to the Knight's Cavalry there, because all you do is bait it to jump off a cliff. I'm not even gonna bother fighting it unless I don't lose my rune arc before the end, because it is pretty easy to die while fighting it, but yeah. I'm probably going to regret this. Oh. I forgot that it got this particle effect at night. Not the gold, that's because of the Erd tree, but the red stuff. The scarlet rot rising from the sands. That's a cool effect. Okay. Let me take a look at the map so I can refresh myself on where the smithing sixes are. Okay, so one is on the lookout tower outside of Redmane, and one is basically above us right now. Unfortunately, that means some traveling around. We can't open this door, can we? No. Oh, the sound was coming from that. I'm dumb. Okay. So yeah, because this is still in the state for the festival, a lot of the enemies don't exist right now, which is very helpful. I do think the two massive lions right at the front are still there, though. Which we haven't seen them, but they exist. Yep, there they are. They're big, they're grumpy. I don't actually know if the beast repellent torch works on them. Hang on. Beast repellent torch. Lone wolves, dogs, giant dogs, boars, sheep, bears, rats, giant rats, basilisks, crystal snails. Okay. So that's a negative on repelling the lions. Which I can't actually remember the name of. But I should be able to just sprint past them. To the proper doors for where I'm trying to go. Okay, I guess I have to approach from the outside in order to get up there. Well, not like I've never done this. I didn't realize that the festival was a thing when I first played. Wow. The festival even affects the exterior? Interesting. I do find it kind of funny that okay, there's another one. I'd still like to get the other one if I can. Smithing sixes are going to be a tad scarce for the next little bit. I'd like to have more of them rather than less. Especially since there's never going to be an easier time. To get a hold of the other one in Redmane. Hi, bats. I was about to fall to my death. Honestly, the fact that I pulled off that quit out exactly then is a vaguely miraculous, because I've been missing a lot of quit outs lately. Yep, just a pit into the endless abyss. I can't even remember what's in that scarab. I'm guessing an Ash of War, but nothing important as far as I know, so who cares? Come to think of it, I don't recall if I ever figured out the intended way to clear this place on my main file, or on my original file. Hi, doggy. The beast repellent torch. You're getting your moment. Huh. So you just straight up can't open this door. I don't think any of these guys are a threat. Those guys were planning to be. Well, now I'm confused as to where I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to go around the outside. Okay, hang on. I need to look up how I get to this. Eastern Gatehouse building, right next to the main entrance, up the stairs, across the ramparts, and then... Huh. If that's saying what I think it's saying, this is the Eastern Gatehouse building. It's throwing me off because it's the one on the right facing out, but that's just me being weird. Okay, in that case, I might need to go back outside. I might need to approach the eastern gatehouse from the outside. Actually, is there a door there? Now that I'm thinking about it, there might be. There's not really a huge downside to going back outside. Sorry, I'm getting easily distracted. We should absolutely be closer to finishing Caelid than we are right now, but... Huh. Well, that's clearly not the way to go about it. That makes me think it's gotta be from the inside. There's nothing really to find from the outside. I'm kinda confused. You know what? I'm tired of wasting time on this. I'll probably hit up the Wardhead Catacombs next.
Defeat the general. There is no thanks to you. Descend and make it. Oh, not to bother. Life has been apparently. You need not descend and make it yours. So that lady.
All right. Oh, fun fact. He's saying not to wait for Blythe. There's a thing that we can do here real quick. So I believe Blythe has been locked. Yeah, you can hear him.
Oh, it's you. It's me. Blythe. Old E.G. trapped me here. Told me I'd bring north the bell to Lady Liurnia. But there's no chance that could happen. I'm part of her being. The very shadow. I thought old E.G. knew as much. Honestly, I don't know what's going on anymore.
Anyway, we can let him out. There is no functional downside to that if we want to finish his quest.
I'm going to see Mistress Rani now. I don't know what came over old E.G., but even if the odds are slim, I need to check the Mistress is safe. Now, Rani can finally set in motion the fight against her fate she's dreamed of for so long. I'm going to see, I don't know what, but even if the odds...
I want to spend the runes and get the chest piece. Being all mismatched right now is bugging me. 12,000, so... I am guessing... Also, I can go ahead and drop those to save myself some weight. I'm guessing that if I put on... Yeah, if I put on the jellyfish shield right now, it will drive me into heavy load territory. So that is a downside. But we can deal with that for the moment. I like those. Okay, War Dead Catacombs, here we come. If I feel like using a shield, I'll have one. There's no point. It takes such a long time to reach these catacombs. It's just a way of highlighting, I think, how massive Radahn's arena is. Are they all the way in the corner? Or somewhere back along the wall? There they are. Yep, that's a doorway. These are some pretty interesting catacombs, too. Unfortunately, at least one detail about them is more annoying than interesting. Hello. Random ghosties. So yeah, the trick here is just run past stuff. Circle a good ways around. Ignore basically everything. and pull a lever. I spent a few... Oh, welcome to the stream, Bob. I spent a few flasks. I'd like to start from the beginning of the dungeon. So I'm pretty sure the boss doors just run straight through. There are a surprising number of pretty solid goodies here. But the best of them are... the best of them are summons. I'm not sure I was using the fire boost physic there. Also, there was a solid argument for using a golden foulfoot there instead of Radon. Anyway, let's return to the entrance. Yeah, we match up really well into that boss. It's just common enemies. Because again, fire and strike are arguably the two best damage types for fighting bosses. That is our first new flask in a while. Okay, I was using that physic, but I wasn't using the charged attack buff. Honestly, I should probably stick with the Opaline hard tier. It's just like 20% across the board damage negation, which is so insanely good. While I'm here... Oh, we could visit the Divine Tower of Caelid and trade it, or activate Radahn's Great Rune. Nothing really stopping us from doing it. Now that we're at 40 vigor, I'd like to get a little bit more endurance. See if we can get our equip load to the point where we can afford to carry the jellyfish shield again. Did I upgrade my torch after I got those 6s? I did, surely, didn't I?
Well, I took you no matter out your own.
I did. Honestly, there's not much point in upgrading the Dragon Communion Seal. I haven't even picked up the heal spell.
Well then.
Oh, I have picked it up. Never mind.
May the golden orb... You've met then, owing to, I think, you the power of... Are you acquainted? You know, he was a... Don't let his know. You see him like his... Take well. That's how you win grace. I serve that I might, following all those who live in their mere existence. So
Thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn.
They're accusing. Can you believe they can scarcely believe? You might be surprised. They only have to. It's on Mount. That's where they hide. Just you wait. You'll rue the tale of...
Let's drop off some bell bearings while we're here. Okay. Let's take a look now. Yeah, I might just knock out the triple Crystallion fight. Just so the only ones I've left in in this area are the ones that I'm deliberately avoiding. I could go straight for some of the others as well, but yeah, let's knock out Triple Crystallion. Oh, I almost forgot. We have the thing to progress a couple of quests. I kind of forgot that we had picked up the Broken Needle.
As promised. Go on. Now let... Well, the work of a true artisan. Can you give me... As well made.
Do a little quit out and load back in.
I have all the need. Will you give it? I will reward. Millicent tended to a wretched...
I won't visit Gowrie again until after I've taken care of
If you
this.
are my flesh, you are to quell, but never mind. I would rather than simply. Would you mind? Well,
Sorry, Millie. I didn't want to sit through the cutscene.
hoped to see you again. My apologies for when last we met. I fainted before I could even thank you.
Oh, Elmo.
Everything is as you said. Since inserting the needle, the scarlet rot has ceased to writhe. Even the nightmares have abated. And now, though I can scarcely believe it myself, I can move as I please. Not that I could ever truly repay you, but I would like you to have this, by way of thanks. A token though it is. I'm considered the needle buried my destiny. It's all thanks. My name is Millicent. I'm considered the needle my destiny.
Alright, have fun, Millie. We'll take care of another part of her quest in a bit. But Celia Tunnel is like right here, so... Also, if you ever play this game and you want to pick up the Stone Club, that guy right there is the easiest person in the game to farm it from early on. Which is less than ideal, for sure. But it's better than having to wait until you reach the Caelid tree. Or having to repeatedly enter the Raya Lucaria Crystal Tunnel and go like 80% of the way through it. Hang on, if I drop that, do I have... Hey! Alright, I can afford to have my full kit equipped. What's up, guys? Alright, real quick. Celia, hide away. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything that important to pick up. There's a somber 4 or 5, I think it said, but we'll get plenty of those as we go along. Oh, right, there's a Royal Revenant down there. That's what I'm remembering. Anyway, this is the way to progress through. There's a side quest that takes us to a different place in here. And there we have the boss chamber. There. All right. Yeah, so the reason these bosses are kind of absurdly easy is because the devs nerfed their AI. So they just kind of don't all attack at once, they take turns. Which I don't mind, because if you fight them under... In my first playthrough, I fought them under the assumption that they would all be attacking me, and so I spread out my attention between all of them, tried to bounce around and pay attention to all of them, and it was pretty terrible. Especially since if you do that, they will all attack you. If you focus on one of them and stay close to just that one and attack just that one, none of the others will really attack you. I could just use that and get the runes. Okay. That is everything in Caelid except the most dangerous enemies. So let's start clearing out some of the stuff in Dragonbarrow. And yeah, okay. It's pretty obvious who the easiest enemy to fight in Dragonbarrow is gonna be. Because Battle Mage Hughes shouldn't be up to much. Oh, interesting. Oh, right, that's another Smithing 6, I think. Isn't there supposed to be a dragon somewhere close by to use to break that? Ah, hello. You want to chase me real quick? That's it. Come on, boy. Come on, doggo. I just need you to walk over here. Come on. Here, boy. If I could whistle, I would, but I can't, so. Yes, you're very scary. Could you please figure out how to get past this one little tree, though? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's trying to come after me, but can't get past that tree. I think I actually have to take him around. Yeah. That tree is indestructible, and his pathfinding is very stuck. There you go. Good boy. Oh, it's a handful of flowers. Okay, back to your nap. Thank you for your help. Later, Afghan. Have a good one. You know they didn't expect the boss to do much when killing the boss just gives you the boss as a summon. Honestly, that guy is a lot more of an issue if you either don't know the timing for dodging Gavel of Haima, or more likely you just try and fight him from a distance. As long as you stay close, he tends to go for melee attacks that are all pretty easy to dodge or just tank through. Yep. That thing spawns on a direct course to just hit you from right behind. It's really annoying. And now for the bear cave. And honestly, I am probably just going to avoid the bear. There is an item that I'd like to pick up, but I'd rather do it when I can just run past the bear and then Mark of Grace out, but using a Mark of Grace here would lose me 20,000 runes, which is a little over half of a level up. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? See, this is the cool thing about doing torch only. I never think to equip the beast repellent torch, and half the time I don't even bother buying it because, well, frankly, most of the things that it repels aren't that threatening. Oh my gosh, I hate the throwing knife guy. Oh, you jerk. I should have bum rushed the one with throwing knives. There goes the rune arc. I don't think I can afford to pop more rune arcs here in Caelid. I'll hang on to the rest. I should have thought that through and gone after the dude with the throwing knives. I knew he was there. Dang it. Why was I suddenly heavy? I had the same setup that I had going into that the first time. Oh my gosh, it's because I don't have a rune arc anymore. Oh, and that was 2 more deaths. In fact, I think I missed at least 1. So let's call it 3. Yeah, that works. I guess I should probably go for slightly better defenses. That shouldn't have been that hard, and I absolutely shouldn't have racked up 2 deaths from there. To be fair, it was always going to be annoying to fight those guys just because there are 2 of them and one of them insists on pelting from a distance. And I just don't have the damage to blitz them down as fast as I'd like. See, we're kind of at the point where I just have the... Whoa, wait. Those gave how many runes? Is that like 70,000 runes with the scarab? Hold up. Dragon Barrow Cave. I thought those would be like 12,000, to be honest. $65,000. Those 2 gave more than Radahn. I mean, fair is fair. They got more kills on me than Radahn did. Anyway, the Bull Goat's Talisman. Ah, there we are. What the crap? Why did that give me so many runes? Joke's on you, Bear. I'm most of the way in, and you can't get very far this way. Never mind, you can, and I'm stupid. I hate that bear. It's a pretty frickin' strong rune bear. I don't know why I can just warp inside the cave here, usually. That's not an option in caves, but I'll take it. Either way, we just got the talisman that I wanted to get from this cave. Okay. What else? Flying Dragon Grail shouldn't be that hard so much as just really annoying. Now's probably a pretty good time to get that Knight's Cavalry. Since we're already missing our rune arc, so if I manage to fall off the ledge while baiting the Knight's Cavalry to jump off the ledge, they should still be fine. There's the Knight's Cavalry. And I don't know, I'm not super up to date on the best location to do this, but this is where I'm used to. Okay, that's a death. Sad thing is, I almost got that first try. It went for the jump attack right off the bat, which is what you need. You need to hang on onto the outside of the ledge until it does the jump attack at you from close enough that it flies over the railing and plummets into the abyss. Come on, jump attack me, bruh. Dang it. Unfortunately, FromSoft keeps messing with the AI on this thing. So, it keeps struggling. It keeps changing where it's possible to trick it into jumping off. There we go. Oh, great. Alright, it's gonna take a minute here. If I can poise break the horse. There it goes. Another Ash of War that we might at some point actually use. Yeah, the wall is treacherous. But it's very handy to have a relatively easy to cheese boss, especially because Knight's Cavalry are annoying. Okay, so real quick, with my current setup, I don't quite have the equip load that I want, but at the same time, I don't think it's a great idea to just keep upgrading strength. Or just keep upgrading endurance. I don't think that's really what I need right now. Let's get some extra faith. Actually, we've got Remembrance of the Star Scourge. We ain't gonna use it for anything else. And that's about 12,000 runes I need for that. Keep going with faith, that'll help us unlock some more buffs. Okay. Who's next? Well, crap. We've got Grail, and then we start having the really dangerous bosses. I don't want to fight Grail. This is gonna be so incredibly annoying. Or Agheel, not Grail. What physic do I currently have on? ahead and throw on Fire Resist, and the Jump Attack Talisman. Alright folks, strap in, this is gonna be a long fight. Thorin. A lot of the time with the wrong positioning, I just can't get to the head. So even though the head would do more damage, Even though the head would do more damage, it's like there's just no point. And like I said, not a hard fight, just really boring because that dragon insists on running away all the time. If I had a spare 20,000 runes, I could get another level up. Oh, that was Grail. Yeah, Gil was back in Limgrave. I think Blackblade Kindred is the play for the next one. As annoying as it is, it's just that it's going to take a while. If I play smart, it shouldn't be an issue. Oh, before I forget, I want to go buy the last piece of Radon's armor. Completely unnecessary, but I like having full outfits when I get the chance. There we go. That is all of Radon's armor. Also, didn't you want to talk?
There's something I'm thinking of. Do you know, though he was a great, and now I wish nothing. May the golden orb.
Right, he tells you that he's thinking of leaving the Round Table Hold before he actually does. Unless you beeline it to Altus Plateau, in which case he immediately decides time to go. Oh, right. Okay, we are going to go and do something interesting in a minute here, but first... let's see. Obviously swap that for charge attack. And then this guy, I think we just want physical defense. minigame? Gosh, I didn't realize he was going for the Black Flame. For the Destiny Death Tornado. Oh, that doesn't even surprise me slightly. That guy is so strong for this area. That's the thing, Caelid has some pretty wild variation when it comes to overall damage. That's stupid. This guy is so tough. Okay, let's try swapping something in real quick. So I don't think the green burst is the right one for this. I think I want the spiked cracked here. Actually, you know what would be better than that? The crimson burst. Let's just get HP regen. Why do I keep just missing him? I think I'm straight up clipping into the stairs. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I hate this idiot so much. And I'm not sure if I'm talking about the gargoyle or myself. This thing is so stupidly overpowered for Caelid. As are all the remaining bosses in Caelid, funnily enough. Okay, I'm not using that much FP. I should be using more, but we're going to disregard that and just reallocate flasks. am I so bad? Don't have the healing to keep up with this guy. I was trying to put pressure on. Alright, I'm giving it one more try, and then if I die, I should probably finish the stream there, but... Okay. I think that's the end of stream, folks. Holy crap, that idiot. That guy sucks. Well, like, he doesn't. That is by far the hardest enemy we've fought in the game. And it's not even close. I just want y'all to take a look real quick. I have no no health flasks, no FP flasks, no physic. I could technically have used spells or weapon arts more, but like, I was seriously running on empty there. You know what? I'm gonna keep pushing up faith. Because if I get a bit more faith, I can... If I get a bit more faith, I can cast Blessing's Boon, which will be better for sustained recovery than Bestial Vitality. In other news, I think that's where we're gonna finish stream. Because holy cow, I need to breathe after that one. Here, just as a bit of a finale, I'll head up to the top of the Divine Tower of Caelid. And unlock the Great Ring. I underestimated that guy so hard. He's definitely easier. Like, that fight was definitely gonna be harder than the Bell-Bearing Hunter. Despite everything, Bell-Bearing Hunters are somewhat weak to fire, and I'm pretty familiar with their moveset. But not only am I not that good with the Gargoyle moveset, I'm guessing that guy had about twice the health of a Bell-Bearing Hunter. Holy crap, that was stressful. We have Radahn's Great Rune. Is anyone still around? Because I want to know if anyone was actually watching me fight that thing. Because that last battle was pretty epic. Oh, poor Caelid. You know what I've never thought of before? That outcropping of Castle... Oh, wait! We do use that outcropping of Castle Redmane. That's where we enter the Radahn fight. I was like, why is it there's just an outcropping of Castle Redmane that we can never go to? Even though it totally looks like a place we could go, but no, it is a place we could go. Alright, last thing I will say before we call it is, if you're ever in the mood for some good laughs now that you've seen a bit of Caelid, go into Google Maps and search Caelid. Because there's an actual lake in, like, Egypt or something, I think. Somewhere in North Africa. By the name of Caelid, and Elden Ring players have memed the heck out of it. Oh my. Yeah, I had to go for lighter kit over here. I should think between these two. I mean, I'm sure y'all have always wanted for Elmo to show a little bit more leg, so... No, honestly... If I could afford to, I would wear the pants and take off the shoes. Sure, why not? We'll roll with that. The nice thing about this set of armor is that it beats the 51... It's over 50 poise, which means there are a lot of attacks that don't flinch us now. It's weird. Poise is honestly kind of just trinary. If you've got basically no poise, you're flinched by everything. If you've got 51 or more poise, there's a certain set of things that don't flinch you, and if you've got 100 or more poise, there are other things that don't flinch you, and I'm pretty sure it literally doesn't matter outside of that. See, I wish I could use these, because that actually looks kind of decent, but... Oh my... Oh... Alright, well at least I'll be going to bed tired. And when we get back, we'll only have a handful of bosses left in Caelid, even if they are some of the absolute worst. Although, to be honest, I think I pretty massively underestimated the Blackblade Kindred. That might have been the hardest boss in Caelid. But then again, I've still got the Godskin Apostle, who I really hate fighting. I can probably use some decent guard counter tech for him. Just wish I had the Great Shield Talisman to buff that. And I think I can do the Bell-Bearing Hunter reasonably well. And I have the type advantage against the Deathrite Bird. It's just another example of this thing will do about 1 billion damage to me. And since I'm running a Great Shield, there's a chance that I can blitz down the Misbegotten Warrior, and then the Crucible Knight shouldn't be too much trouble. We'll have to see. We'll see how it goes. I will need to figure that out, but when we get back, we'll be able to go through the last few bosses in whatever time that takes before heading to this massive hole in the ground, actually. We will be heading there instead of Altus Plateau, because we'll finally be able to get what's arguably the best torch for damage, because Ghostflame means frost buildup, and frost procs mean extra damage. Alright, well, that's it for my rambling tonight. I doubt there's anyone to raid. Oh, I'm still tired from that fight. I think I stopped breathing during, like, the last half of it. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for chatting and lurking as you did. We'll be back tomorrow. And I hope to see you next time. Later, folks. So long. Bye.